Hello. We're doing a quick video, and this is exactly what the title says: Spell to help you break the generational curse of poverty consciousness stemming from financial abuse. And if you can recognize that you have a poverty consciousness that is making it so that you can't tap into your birthright of unlimited abundance, which the universe has for all, which makes it hard for you to see what you deserve. Or if it causes, let's say, it causes envy or jealousy of others who seem to have more than you, and however you view abundance. And I just learned something very awesome today, that abundance is what you enjoy doing. Is it what you enjoy? It's not what you have. It's what you enjoy. So, with that in mind, great. I have my stones to protect me from negative energy. So, huh. But yes, I'll give you a little backstory. So I was doing shadow work and healing my childhood wounds, and I started realizing that I used to feel that my self worth came from what I had financially. And then I went deeper and I started to see a lot of the women on my family had been financially abused. So they were afraid to attain financial wealth. They associated evil with financial wealth in that nature. They associated abundance as it's the devil's got a hook in you, yet at the same time they really desired stability, they desired abundance, they desired nice things, but they felt they weren't worthy of it because of the negative experiences they had. And so if you can relate, welcome to the party. And so gonna do 3 mindful breaths, and join me. And And if you want to pause this and write this down, great. If you just want to feel the words of it, but what this is just going to help you do, it's going to help you view things from a perspective that will allow you to move forward in life instead of staying stuck and feeling like living from paycheck to paycheck is normal, feeling like a struggle mentality, I have to hustle, hustle, hustle mentality is normal. That's not. Um, there's unlimited abundance for all. So let's begin. I am moving forward from financial abuse. I am setting my own boundaries to ensure decisions aren't made unilaterally by exploitive parties. Because of the actions to take, because of the actions to ensure stable stability, and because of the actions of, because of taking actions to ensure stable stability, my house is in order, my ducks are in a row, and things are in place so that there's always an abundance of cash on hand. I am always divinely guided and protected, so my safety is never in question. The practical steps I have taken to break the generational curse of poverty consciousness stemming from financial abuse is checking my credit report, taking inventory of all credit in my name, reviewing bank statements to see how much debt I owe and to whom, freezing my credit report if necessary, crafting a budget and planning for my comeback. I am patient and enjoying the journey of financial independence. I accept that if it takes time, that is okay. Instead of focusing on the past or current actions of financial abuse, I focus on educating myself on important topics, such as financial planning. When I need help, I replace unhealthy pride with gratitude of asking and receiving help from the right sources. I heal any wounds and limiting beliefs that support subconscious and conscious blockages that convince me that asking for help is not in alignment with who I truly am. I attract the right family law attorney if I am not a law practitioner who is uh, um if I am not a law practitioner. Yeah. It's still working. Anywho, let's keep going. The law, I attract a law practitioner who is trustworthy, integrity filled, brave, courageous, and true to their life purpose. Excellent communicators, teachers with a student mentality, and victorious in justice matters. So that's just a beginning sip of tea, and I hope that helped you folks. Um, Anywho, that's it. And yes, so boundaries, I have to set those. I know I have set them, but and I know that it's obvious I have them, but do not expect that to just be like, oh yeah, so I'm out of poverty consciousness. You have work to do. I mean, that's just opening you up. Taking accountability for your life is important. Um, and if you get triggered when I say this, I honestly don't care. But if you need to hear it, you need to hear it. If you have a victim consciousness and if you grew up in America, more than likely you have one. It's going to take some time to get out of it. So that means being honest with yourself. And I get that being a survivor and thriver of abuse once you felt like a victim, because I totally get that. I am a survivor and thriver of abuse. I'm no longer a victim. However, noticing signs of how the abuse happened, accepting that you couldn't change what happened, and accepting that you can't change the past actually makes you stronger. So while if your abuser's walking around like they're tough shit and they're really suffering in silence, and while you're getting stronger and bouncing back, they are still attracting negativity. And I understand if you feel called to help other survivors of abuse, help them after you have helped yourself first. Don't go out there trying to play Superwoman or Superman. Men get abused too, so we're going to quickly get to that. Do not assume that men don't have abuse. Yes, men do experience abuse as well. And if you have been abused in any form or fashion, you should talk with the people that you trust. And if you're in a new relationship, definitely open up about that, because those unhealed wounds will leak into your relationship. Now, specifically, we're focusing on financial abuse. So instead of just, if you're not sure if you've been financially abused, that's okay. Take all the time you need to see if you have experienced it. And it's super understanding if you have. Understandable. But you can heal from it. And if you are willing to trust in yourself that you will get through this, you can. Take your time with it. Um, there's something beautiful about being cracked open and all your scars coming to the light, because those are really the things that make you so beautiful. No need to hide them. So if you feel like you're in a financial pinch, but when you get deeper, you start to realize the poverty consciousness goes really deep, because I can say that I have insecurities in my relationship when it comes to my self-image. And I'm seeing how that poverty consciousness of being financially abused and abused in other ways has spun out of control in my life. So I'm taking back my power by being honest and admitting that I have triggers that have nothing to do with my partner or the few friendships that I do take on, and I have taken it out on them, and I am choosing to live consciously so that when I feel these triggers coming up, I'm going to breathe through it and say, hey, to a person I trust, after I've done inner work or wrote or whatever I felt I needed to do, meditate. Could I talk to you and be honest about such and such? So with that in mind, you've got work to do. I've got work to do, but we can do this. But the only person who is going to be your cheerleader is you for you. I'm not going to be your cheerleader. I'm just giving you information. So I know there's a lot of moms who are going to be watching this, and I know you have a bigger vision for your children than it seems the people you grew up around have for their children. Even though they say it, you don't really see them applying it. It's going to take some work. And you are divinely guided and protected on your journey of claiming your abundance. If you are in alignment with why you came here, and be mindful to put out good karma, because if you put out negative karma and you try to get generational abundance in a manner that is not going to serve you, you get back what you put out. So don't expect to be divinely guided and protected if you're doing some nasty shit, okay? But anywho, let's bring to attention, abundance is unlimited and it is universal. And do not look at abundance as what can I get from the universe. No. Get to know the universe intimately with yourself, for yourself, so that you can truly enjoy life the way you're meant to. Don't just go about trying to clear up generational curses and karmic debt because you want materialistic gain, because in the years to come, materialistic gain won't mean a thing. Just putting that out there for those who had that feeling and you're just like, okay, oh shit. Yeah, it won't really mean anything. And I also want you to take the time to see, how is your poverty consciousness stemming into your life? For example, this morning, and I realized me and my husband, we just got the lights cut back on recently. And there was a fear of the lights getting cut back off, and we didn't want the bill too high, so we kept the heat off. But then we were like, but we'll get sick if we're cold and stuff. And so it's like, how am I saying I want unlimited wealth in all areas of my life, and I'm too afraid to cut the fucking heat on? I mean, come on now. My health is important. It was 20 something degrees this morning. It's cold. There are unlimited opportunities out here to get what we need, the way that it is going to serve our higher purpose, not some hustle grind mentality where you just run out in the streets and you're willing to do whatever, however, just to keep the lights on. No. So wealth is not materialistic. It starts from something, it's inside. And for you to really, truly experience it, you have to go within and do the shadow work. So, for example, poverty consciousness has stemmed in the way I viewed myself. I used to think if I didn't have this much money, or I did this thing, or if I wasn't able to look to have a certain thing at a certain time that I didn't have any skill. So I used to play sugar mama. Yes, I did. I used to play a sugar mama to people because I wanted people to say, "Hey, you're giving to me. You're giving to me, so now I can keep you around." And then when I finally start doing shadow work, I realized my value is so beautiful. I don't have to give anyone anything. I don't have to give you a dime. I matter just because I exist. So, um, poverty consciousness, and that was all relationships. Financially, I was saying I can't make this, I can't attract this because I don't have this and that, and everything I need is within me. Stuff like that. I was causing disharmony in the family, in my own family, and my family is people that I choose, and it's five or less people in my family. So you're part of my family, you know who you are, and thank you for being in my life. I was mistreating some of them because I felt like I was in lack. And so today I'm confronting that fear. I'm walking into that fear and I'm saying, hey, you have no power here anymore. I'm not going to have a poverty consciousness because any longer because of any of the abuse I was subjected to. Today we covered financial abuse, but later we'll cover just abuse in general and abuses or whatever is led to come up. And you'll be able to see how that can contribute to a poverty consciousness. Not loving yourself is a poverty conscious. If you don't love yourself, you don't know what you deserve. And the society we live in has conditioned us to feel, I'm not good enough. I mean, I saw a commercial with a beautiful buxom blonde woman, midriff shirt, short mini skirt. Yes, girl, do your thing. Walking confidently through the crowd. Men were just looking at her. And when she got on, she walked to an elevator, got on by herself. Then she felt it was okay to puff out, let her stomach come out. And I was just kind of like, no. I'm gonna, be giving birth whenever I give birth. And when I give birth, if you see puffiness, if you see stretch marks, I don't give a damn. I'm wearing it. I don't care if my stomach is bulging or you see something. Whatever is important to me and not appear in a certain way for this patriarchal system, I'm not doing that shit. So I saw how my poverty consciousness was playing with my self-esteem about how I looked. And I felt if someone looked at me in a way of, ooh, I want her, then I have value. So if you can't relate to any of this, which some tells me a lot of you can, do your inner work. I don't do codependency. No, I do not. Keep that shit somewhere else. You will be blocked instantly. I'm just helping y'all because live in a world that isn't aware how powerful they are on their own. And they feel like they got to take from others when there's unlimited abundance. And if you don't get what's yours, you will constantly be unhappy. And I really don't give a flying fuck. But if you're ready to be happy, go do what you need to do. Bye.